Flosstube, it's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks. Life has been a little busy, a little life. So, got some time to record today, and so it's gonna be a little bit longer than normally. So grab your favorite beverage, and we're gonna hop into it. I left you at March categories last time, and I realized I'm wearing the same shirt. I don't normally watch my videos back, but where it's been almost 3 weeks, I was like, yeah, I better do that and see what I talked about and see what I didn't, because I did get some acquisitions that I didn't know if I had showed or not, and because it was my birthday, and yeah, so we're just gonna hop right into it. Excuse me. I worked on Yellowstone, I want to say, for the rest of February. So I'm going to show you where I was there. And I'm going to pull it out with hopefully the next couple days here, to start seeing where I'm going to be finishing. And if I don't finish it by this month, next month it'll definitely be a finish. So just depends on how much time I have and what we're looking at. So super exciting to see that come across. So and then I also because new month, so I have to start out. I start over on my one that I've broken into 12. This one was nicely broken into 12 for me, because it is the Dark Queen of the Earth Stitch Along, Dark Queen of the Earth Stitch Along by Autumn Lane Stitchery, and so I got that part, the part for February finished, or got the part for March finished, because we're in February now, or we're in March now. It's been a day, friends. It's only new. So this is where I'm at. So this whole portion right here, the little stick guy and the little that, and the little vine thing coming down, that was all part of March's part. So I got some flowers in there, which is kind of fun. There's a little mushroom. I love this little mushroom. And so April's part is going to be something similar on this side. So then we'll have that whole portion done. And I really liked how they did the outer portions first, so you could decide, if you really wanted to do what color of the skin you wanted to do, if you wanted to do the more green, or if you wanted to do the more brown. You didn't have to decide right away. You could kind of see where the outer bordering pieces, so to speak, were, and you could decide from there. So, but yeah, so this is all ready for April. This is done on the called for Lugana, I believe, from Under the Sea Fabrics. And then this part, I've actually got the cover for it right here. And Mike, don't you dare jump up there. No. Stop. No. She's like a child. She's so bad. So this isn't near as stitch heavy as the previous month, because this was all March's portion. And so there's this. Hey, stop. And then more mushrooms and some more thorny guys. So, and you can kind of see, I love that, like the silhouette of it. It's really neat. So, but that's where I will start for April. And I always try to get that one done first before I do any of my other, like, whippoorwies or anything like that. Just because I'm like, okay, I've got to get that done first. So, and then, I had my starts. I had my birthday starts and my leap year start. For my birthdays, one of my birthday starts is I wanted to do the Quaker Cakes. And this is by Nora Corbett. It's just a little short guy. So that's what it looks like. garden party cakes. I always call it Quaker Cakes, but it's garden party cakes. And so I got a little bit of the center cake done. Oh, and that looks really good on the fabric. Oh, good. So there we are there. And put that away for a little bit. And then I had then I had Stargate, or not Stargate, Fairy Moon. I started her right here. She's so pretty. And her the fabric, oh my goodness, is so big. Because I did a 16 count Ada, but it's such a big, because she's so tall with the moon in there. And yeah, it's just a little crazy. And I got, let's see here. Is it that way? Yeah, it's this way. It's part of her shawl. Let me look at the pattern really quick. Just see which way. Okay, that's the top part. So, like, it's a blanket. So, oh, that looks really good though. That is her part of her shawl that I'm working on right now. So, yeah, I've got about 200 stitches in, I think. So, and this is Fiber Unwoven Celestine, and it's 16 count. So, it's a big piece of fabric. And then, so I'm going to put her away for a little bit. And then for my Leap Day start, it was Lilac by Nora Corbett. This one's also borrowed from a friend. She's so pretty. And so Sammy was actually talking about this on her Flosstube yesterday, is that some of us got together and we were like, oh, let's, you know, do like a Leap Day start, and then we can work on, you know, give ourselves permission. Like, we have to give ourselves permission, but then we can, if we want to start something else, we can start another Nora Corbett, which is what I chose, or Sammy, she did series, and, you know, so it's just, we don't need permission, but it's also like a fun goal to have and say, like a reward for yourself. Like, so I don't have to sit there, oh, I can't start anything. Not that, I mean, I'm a grown woman, I can start what I want, you know, do what I want, sweet. But sometimes you look at your whips, you know, and sit there and you're like, oh, got a lot. I got to get some stuff done before, you know, it's like when you're doing chores at your house, okay, I've got to do this, or you're like trying to declutter your closet, and for every shirt, you know, for every one shirt you bring in, you have to get rid of 4 or whatever, you know, it's a reward system. We work on reward systems very well. So, and this is another one I have to figure out where I am. Okay. Usually I put my needle, yes, I put it right. Okay. And so this is where I got to. That's showing up really good on her. She's got a lot of greens in her for being a lilac. But if you've ever seen a lilac bush, they've got a lot of green. So, and I can't wait to get to these purple flowers. So that's going to be lots and lots of fun. And I can't wait to get to this dark blue of her bodice, and then that's down in the bottom of her dress too. She's just very, very elegant for sure. So anyway, she is going to go away for a little bit, and what I'm going to do for now is I don't think I'm going to have a start, but I'd like to work on her every 29th of the month. So she might be coming out for March 29th. It depends on how focused I am on Yellowstone. So okay, so zip that up, put you away, make sure nobody messaged me. Okay, and let's see here. Make showed those. I haven't worked on those yet. Okay, so for my... Oh, where did it go? I'm missing Cardinal Points. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to go grab Cardinal Points. Was in the front room still by my stitchy spot. So this one I brought out for March's Whippagories that Sammy from Sammy J Stitches does, and it's really fun to kind of follow along with what she does. And oh, I did not want to do that. Sorry, just have to find it. So the March categories or Whippagories is we have medium, which I chose as Forest Goddess, and we'll see her in a second. Struggle Bus, I'm just using my my Cardinal Points because I really don't have anything I'm struggling with right now, because the only full coverage I have right now is Yellowstone, and the other ones are on timeout until Yellowstone's complete, and then I'll move one in. So maybe I might have a Struggle Bus later this year. And then haven't stitched on in 2024. I chose my Mirabella Alice. Dark Queen of the Earth also counted towards fantasy category on the WhipGo. Or Whippagories. I can't. Because I don't do WhipGo. I should, but it's, yeah. I've done it before, and then I sit there and I was like, oh, I have that pressure to finish. And I know you're bored of your rules, but I like watching other people in their WhipGos. It's really fun. And then Has Words, I chose Built on Love. So the only two I haven't worked on yet this month are my Mirabella Alice, and I'm working on Built on Love right now. And I try to get about 500 stitches in. Dark Queen of the Earth got 3,600 stitches in because I was finishing that March portion. So my stitch counts are going to be a little bit higher this year, or this month, but it's okay. And here comes the cat again. I asked you to come back in, and 1 second. So, where was I? Okay, Cardinal Points. So when we last spoke, I had the E done right here. And so now it says the gentle art of a needle whir is embodied, lies embodied in her work. So I got that wording done, and I'm working on this flower in the urn right here. So and it's 500 stitches. It's also one of the ones that is my focus. I have like 5 that I'm focusing on, and so it got its focus of 500 stitches, so which is really fun. So this will go away until next month, and the next one I have, so we are going to go in this pile, is Silver Creek Samplers. It's called Built on Love. It says, and so together they built a life they loved, which I really like it. It's super cute. And picked this up last night and I finished the H, and I'm working on the E right now, and then the R. So I'm gonna just finish this part of the pattern and then go back this way. So not much more stitching, but we say that, and then there's the delusional counting that, sets in. Thanks, Kate and Cheryl, for that description. Okay, and then in this bag is my Mirabella Alice. And I guess she could have worked as my struggle bus, because there's times I do struggle on her. Let's see. So this is what she looks like. So fun. She's so cute. And where I'm at is I'm working on this frame, the mirror that's behind her. I've messed up somewhere in her dress, so I figured I'd come up, do the borders, and then work down, and so I can fudge it that way, which is a little bit easier than fudging all of this black curly Q, but if I have to, I have to. But this will be much easier. There is some of that lovely light effects in here, which isn't too bad if you work in short lengths. So, and then there's some water lilies that are up in this part of like the drape, the curtains, and then the blank spaces are beads. So I'm not going to bead until the end. So where I can put it on my scroll frame and bead that way, because that is so much easier. So she will get worked on for 500 stitches, and I probably will be starting on her. I want to say I'm 300 stitches in on the Silver Creek sampler, so she'll get some love starting tomorrow night. And Saturday is kind of a no stitch day, and depending on what time I get home after we play games. And so she'll get some stitching on Sunday, and then I'm going to go to my other focuses for, oh, I forgot to show you Forest Goddess. Forest Goddess was my medium, and 500 stitches on her was really amazing. I might move her into a focus. This is her. She's so pretty. I say that about all the Miras. And she is on a piece of Selkie. I remember this because one, the tag is on it. But the very first Stitch West that I met Leslie from Under the Sea Fabric, and I also met Jo. She's from Canada, Joanne, and she's amazing. I love her. I see her every Stitch West, and the first time I actually met her was at Acorns and Threads for the Fall Fling or Spring Fling, one of those. And then she was at the other one, or what was that, Fall Fling, and then we met at Spring Fling, and I can't remember, but she's come to the Stitch West, which has really been great, so I love seeing her. And we split this piece of Selkie. It's opalescent, and I wanted part of it and she wanted part of it, and we're like, well, we don't need a full yard, so let's split it. So we did, and so she works really well on it. And the part where I worked on was all right here, filled that in. So I'm moving, so, and then there's a whole bunch of beads and like Kreinik up around here, so I'm gonna save that for last. But yeah, she's super pretty. I can't wait to get into that, more of that skirt area, because I love the colors and lots of color blocking, which will be fun. So that is Forest Goddess, and she's going to go away for a little bit. The only other substitution I made was Petite Treasure Braid for the gold. And zip her up and put her away. Oh, it's a mess over here. Okay, and then for my other focuses that I'd like to do at least 500 stitches on, I have Tiger Lily. So here is where she's at. And that's where we're getting, so we're getting more into that skirt. I'm super excited. I think once we get that, once we get there, it's going to be smooth sailing. And then before we know it, it's time for beads. So then I'll swap in another one of my pixies. Probably Poppy will be next, because I really like her and I'd like to finish her. So you go over here. And then my Magical Creatures calendar. This is where I got to. I got this unicorn mostly done. Her tail's right here, some stars. And so I'll just do another 500 stitches on that. And then we'll go from there. And then, of course, I'll work on Yellowstone once I get those two worked on and Alice worked on. So, and then finish, obviously, Silver Creek samplers, Built on Love. So I'm going to move, let's see, just kind of get reorganized here. Hi, kitty kitty. So I had my birthday, and was very spoiled by my husband and my mama. So my mom got me this, she kitted it up at Stitchery Express, or, you know, had Cindy kitted up. She's like, okay, this is what we want to get her. And So it was really neat, and I get to pick out any linen of my choice. And this is Mermaid of Atlantis. So when Belinda showed it on her Flosstube recently, I was like, ooh, maybe I should start that with, you know, hop on with that. So she's really pretty. I'm not doing that dark fabric though. So, and then, so fun little project bag. And then all of the accoutrement came in this fun little box. It's all kitted up. There's a fun little needle minder that's a shell. You can't see that very well. It matches my nail polish. And then the DMC. There was not a ton of DMC. And then, and it's just a cute little, and then all the beads and water lilies and Kristi are all in there. So just a fun little way of presenting it. So thank you to my mom, and thank you to Cindy, and yeah, super fun. So this one is definitely going on my start sooner than later, and I need to kind of reevaluate that bin, because I got both a bin and a, yeah, that's my sooner rather than later bin, and it kind of bled over, and yeah, so kind of need to prioritize a little bit. So that's gonna go there. And then, like I said, I was spoiled, so we saw, I've been wanting to do the reindeer for a long time, because my Tina from Tina Stitches, she's finished hers and is she's finished stitching, and so she's starting like the embellishment work on hers. And then we saw on I think it was the Mirabella group, that somebody had finished their Christmas Eve couriers all on one piece of fabric. And I was like, ooh, I like that. And then we were kind of talking, it's like, if you just make it a little bit longer, you could fit the sleigh in there, or maybe just do the sleigh on a separate piece. I don't know. But I liked the idea of putting all of the reindeer on one piece of fabric. And they had put their names underneath it too, which was really neat, and like did a little, because they've already got a border on it. So I was talking with Janet Jabber and Vicky from Reading and Stitching, and I don't know if I think Laurel might just be buying the patterns, but we also were talking with Sammy, and we're like, so do you want to do this? And then my husband, who's amazing, heard me and heard all this stuff, and he actually went to my 1, 2, 3 stitch wish list, and I got everything but Prancer, I think. Let's see. Blitzen, Comet, Cupid, Dancer, Dasher, Donner, Rudolph. Yes, Prancer is the only one I do not have, and I already have the sleigh. So, but this one is Vixen, and Rudolph, of course. And this one is Donner, I want to say. Yes, Donner. And this is Dasher. And Dancer, who is my favorite reindeer. Cupid. And it's raining outside. This Comet. And Blitzen. So they all have a little border around them. And so I had messaged Tina, and I was like, so how many, because when you're kitting up, it has, you know, on the back, it says, you know, you need the Karen water lilies, and you need the Kristi, and you need the Mill Hill beads. And I know the beads that will probably just get the bead pack for each of those. And, but I asked Tina, I was like, do you really need 12 skeins of umbrel from, you know, water lilies, which are really expensive? So, and yeah, you hear the weather out there? So she's like, no, I only needed like 6 or 7. So just because you want to have dye lot, there's dye lot issues, or Umbria. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got about 6 skeins of Umbria, and I think I might still have it, but this way dye lot isn't a problem if you run out in the middle of one of your reindeer, and if I have to, I can, you know, eke on through and finish the rest of it. And then this is Glacier and Shenandoah. Kind of look the same. Oh, it is blowing that out. And then got the bead pack for Rudolph, and then this is I want to say, who's that bead for? I can't remember. And then this is a lot of the Krynic that's needed. And then the bead pack for Rudolph with embellishments. And then we were talking with Sammy, and we were like, so, do you want to set us up on an auto ship, or, you know, and she's able to do that. So if you want to jump in, we're going to be starting this in February of 2025. If you want to jump in on these Christmas Eve couriers doing all together, contact Sammy at Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, because right now I can't remember who she has up right now. Hang on, let me look. Because I know recently, let's see. Okay, right now she has Dasher with the pattern embellishment pack, especially flosses. So I will link her below, but this is who she's starting with right now is Dasher. So, and then Ross just sent her the list and said this is, oh, blurry. And Ross just sent her the list of the rest of what I needed. And he's like, this is what I need when you need it. So, which is really exciting. So I'm very spoiled by my husband and my friends, and super excited to get this started next year. And then I just have to find the fabric that I'm going to work on. I will probably do an Ada, because I don't think there's any over one, excuse me, or quarter stitches or half stitches, but it just depends. So, but I've got some time, because I'm going to need, like, I think we decided we needed at least half a yard. Yeah. So it's gonna be a big. But yes, so we've got dance coming up. We've got one more competition in March, and then we have a competition in April, and then our May is super busy. We have 2 competitions in May plus the dance recitals, so you might not see me in May. We've got spring break coming up in the first week of April, so I'm hoping to get some good stitching in, and obviously good time with my family. So we're actually not going anywhere this year. We're going to just do a little staycation. It'll be fun. So thanks for hanging in here and coming back week after week. I'm really appreciative of all of my subscribers and new viewers, and I did not welcome you all at the beginning, and I apologize about that. I'm a little rusty, but life happens. So stay safe, stay warm, have fun, and we will talk to you all later. Bye.